3, 2. Alright, and we're back for second half of Crimson Vow. The group split off in two, with Yulie heading into the Harper Scroll by herself, doing a little recon. Hopefully none of this is gonna end up backfiring, because we know that never happens, right? Right? Meanwhile, Jason and Yusuf are out of the Harper Scroll, with Jason giving off a lot of leading questions and statements to try to rile Yusuf up. At this point, it's been approximately about 10 minutes of no word from Yulie, as Yusuf he seems bothered, agitated. He begins to pace back and forth, doing the full circulation of the entire area right now, just biding his time.
I'll just sit down so often and watch him pace. Like everything, like, as soon as he comes closest to me, I'll just like be mumbling about the bottle. So like, that rusted taste. And how it's perfect to share at parties. it's like it's describing it in a good light and stuff like that. So everything he hears from me is just probably making him more and more angry.
So then, as you say like that last statement, he just quickly turns on his heels as he just brings a fist and just slams it into the side of the Harper Scroll as he just glares at you. And what would you have me do?
I'd have you retrieve it. That's why you're here. That's why we're all here. You want it back. You say it yourself. You can smell it already. They're doing something to it.
This is your fault. You weren't so incompetent. Ugh.
This is the final hurdle in the journey of the bottle. Once we retrieve it, it will be safe. We can establish somewhere where we can protect it. I have several places already in mind. But we need you, the strongest patron of the bottle, to retrieve it. So it may never be lost again.
As you say this, a couple of actual couple of two elves would elegantly leave the Harper Scroll as they part through the flattened wall, as they turn and then turn their lips as they look at the both of you and discuss as they walk.
I'll just smile and say, like, go with peace or something to him in Elvish.
As they begin to walk off into the upper districts. It's at this point that you notice that the sun has fully gone down. There's very little yellow to be seen in the sky. And in the distance, heading from the east, you notice... East? West.
Yep.
A visage of what looks to be the moon, except wrong. As you look at it, it looks like a good 75% of it is shattered, but it doesn't look like it's separated from itself. It just looks like it's been shattered and just hanging in place in the sky.
Wait, is this the first time I've seen the moon?
Correct.
I'll just kind of like glance up at it and let's double take. And it's like, Yusuf, what happened to the moon?
He would shake his head. It's like, what? As he would look over to the moon. Nothing. It's the same as it's always been.
It's broken.
Yes. And?
Was it always broken? Never noticed.
No memories of it being anything but.
I'm guessing you've been here a while.
I thought we established this.
No, I'm just making a racial assumption because you're elven.
It's very racist of you.
Sometimes assumptions can be correct. You have been here a while, have you not?
I have, yes.
Longer than I've been alive.
I wouldn't know your age to make that assumption.
I kind of like cock my head, so calculating my own age.
Actually,
Alright.
you aren't even too sure of your own age.
I think I'm about 30. Can't be sure though. It's hazy.
What are you sure of? It's always different with you, volunteers.
Tap my legs. It's like look down. I'm sure of my body. I'm sure of the floor.
You
Everything
have,
around me that is tangible and I can touch.
you have no other memories.
Take up my holy symbol. I'm sure of my god.
And
apart from that.
and he looks at you, he's like, you have no other memories.
There are fleeting like visions and images, but nothing that means anything.
Explain.
I remember growing up. Well, sort of. I remember being young. I think I had a brother. He means nothing to me at this point. I remember my town. I remember... Well, I think I remember it being destroyed. But apart from that, I only remember like a week of my childhood. So I kind of like took my beard. I don't remember where I got this from.
Yes, it always does seem to be different with all of you. As he would turn to be looking up at the moon as he says that.
So you're sure it's always been broken?
He would give a nod.
The things that things you miss. Strange. Anyway, about that bottle.
And as the scene plays off of him just giving off that sigh as it goes up to Yuli, sitting in a chair alone upstairs. The rain itself starting to die off as the moon begins to peep over towards the west now.
And does the waiter come back with some refreshments?
Oh yes, it comes out with a pink colored drink that gives off the scent of grapes, but you can also smell a strong scent of alcohol coming from it.
Oh, I don't touch any of it, but I ask them if they would kindly deliver a message to my friend the Marquis.
Oh, of course. What would you like me to send?
Would you ask him to, if you will, inform my friend that I will take longer than expected. I'm seeking I'm going to be enjoying the company of the maiden recommended by a fellow knight. And I'll pass him 7 silver. And thank him for his services.
Well, of course. He says, giving you a bow, and as he does so, he just like moves to the side as the tall, slender form of this fawn-looking woman, part human, part rabbit, essentially, would saunter up the stairs and move towards your direction. She's wearing a black and purple nightgown and currently looks to be holding food-based refreshments with her, and she would make her way over to you. And she would just get on her knees next to the chair next to you, like, you summoned me.
Sit with me, please. I would like to enjoy your company for a while.
She would give a nod. You notice that her skin looks to be flawless, but as you look her over, you do know that you can note that around the side of her neck seems to be some type of bruising.
May we speak freely here?
You may speak as free as you wish, master. Mistress.
That is not the question that I asked. I don't say that in a cheeky way, just as if I want a different answer.
And I'm unsure of what answer you're looking for.
Are our conversations private?
She doesn't answer, but looks at you blinkingly.
If you do not answer, what am I to think? Others look upon her encounters.
You look upon her and what?
I said, do others look upon our encounters? What am I to think of that?
You think of it as an intelligent woman would think of asking a question without getting an answer in return.
Very well. Do you enjoy your work here?
They feed me. They clothe me. They took me from my home and killed my family. And
Those
I
are
have a place to
unfortunate.
sleep.
They don't seem so much as... They don't seem like blessings.
Each day that I'm able to take another breath, I take as a blessing.
What would you do to take that breath freely?
I was a princess in my own right, and I've been reduced to nothing more than a mere paltry slave.
It pains me to see such a creature of yourself in such circumstances. I would like to aid you
You aren't
in any way
first.
that I can.
She would give off a very, She would give off a smile, but you feel that it's a callous smile. You aren't the first to make promises like this.
I'm not. I make no promise. I simply state my intentions.
So as she's still sitting here on her knees, she would clasp her hands between her legs. She would look at you, giving off a sigh, but in return giving you the chance to offer whatever suggestion you would have. It seems like she plays it off as if almost everyone she encounters eventually gives off this spiel of, oh, I want to help you, I'm going to get you out of here, but the fact that she's still here gives you the idea that obviously none of these succeeded.
Okay. I'm very clearly trying to mask what I'm actually trying to say. Some like flowery descriptive words or things that don't seem suspicious. Like I'll continue compliment her and things like that. Tell me of your associates, your masters and your life here.
My master, if I could even call him that. No, he's not my master. I don't, and I will not submit to him. He's merely my owner. And his person is not that one of honor, nor one of true respect.
I would look at her very seriously, but playfully say, what would it take to make you mine instead?
Unbound me.
How can I do this, you beautiful creature, you?
By severing the bonds that hold me here.
The bonds? What such bonds hold you here? Be they magical?
It's not magic, no. Though, it can twist a mind something very similar to that of magic. And as she says this, you start to hear the sound of someone coming up the stairs. As her...
I'll throw myself on her.
Well, okay. So as she was about to bow her head, you would just toss her to the ground as you get on top of her. As she's now, like, blinking, looking up at you currently.
Do the footsteps come closer?
Yeah, they still sound like they're coming up to the stairs.
Okay. I'll just put a finger over her lips.
She remains silent.
I start making some noise.
I assume everything is to your liking, mistress. You hear the familiar sound of one of the maiden hand.
Yes, leave us. We are very busy.
Of course. Would you like to be requesting her for another hour then?
Oh, it seems our time is done, then. And give us a moment to, dress ourselves.
Of course. As you hear the sound of the steps, like, descending the stairs. As she looks up to you in a confused manner, small tint of red on each cheek. You're muted.
Yeah, I'll say you need to give me something more here.
He's weakest. He's weakest in the moon of the high sky.
Okay, I'll simply get up, brush myself off a bit. I say your company has been a pleasure. Thank you ever so much.
She leans herself up as she leans up off the ground after being pushed down there.
Cool. I'll assist her getting up and then guide her to the door and leave with her. Sort of as we're leaving, I'll make a show of like giggling and putting my arm around her and things like that and playing with her hair as we head back down to the main foyer.
You do notice on your way down the familiar scent of ozone begin to burn in the air.
Okay. I'll go and bid farewell to my friend the Marquis and tell him I hope to see him soon.
You keep safe. And Watch your back, please.
I shall try. We'll return to you about your matter as swiftly as possible. I shall keep it as an important priority. I'll bow and leave. Oh, sorry. I'll also pay for my services, I guess, before I leave.
70 gold. Or
70
silver.
gold. Okay, 70 silver for all this stuff. Cool. That seems like a decent price to pay for the information.
Not when it's most of your gold. Or money. So,
Just by chance, would I know what sort of phase of the moon it's in?
no. Why would you know that?
Just from looking at the sky and stuff.
Nope.
Okay, I shall leave. And
So, as you're about to, like, peek your head outside the door, your face is then met with the open palm of Yusuf as you see crackling energies, like, emitting from his form as it looks like he's about to unleash some type of hellish blast right now in point-blank range.
it's me.
Of you, yes.
If I can, I'll sort of rush and push against his hand out of the way with as much force as I can possibly muster.
Yeah, seeing Yuli emerge, like, to his hand, I'm gonna pretty much try and tackle Yusuf out the way.
Well, this should be fun. Give me a dexterity check, Haley.
Dexterity.
And as well as
+1.
you, Ellis.
It's gonna be great. Yep.
You guys are wonderful. Wonderful.
Did I not make it in time to push his hand back far enough?
No. Let's see. Alright, so. Youch. 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 Okay. And both of you failed. Oh my! Okay. Then to immediate trip to the... Oh my. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're both unconscious.
Now I was trying to tackle him at the side, I wouldn't put myself in the way of it.
You're close enough for it to jump. As a chain of lightning leaps from his hand, striking Yuli straight into the face as it bounces off Yuli and then goes directly towards you. As you all just have a moment of just being shocked by this lightning, as the two of you just see utter blackness. I'm pretty sure neither of you can have enough to live through that.
Nope.
Or stay conscious through that.
I mean, I'm just gonna roll a thingamajigger. Death saving throw.
Not yet.
No?
No, he's gonna try to, hopefully not kill you.
This has blasted me with 44 damage of chain lightning. I mean, why'd you cast chain lightning at a building? Come on, Yusuf, get your shit together.
Because that's the only other spell he had.
I knew it. I fucking knew he blew his load.
You pushed him. You kept pushing him. He only had chain lightning. Let's see. Alright.
So that's why I was confident enough to try and attack him. Well, not attack him, but threaten him in the sewers.
Alright, you're both fine.
What, like 4 hours later?
Actually, it's the next day. You guys slept through the entire night.
The lightning didn't enter the building.
No.
Good.
Damn it, we had one job. So I guess I just sit up as soon as I wake up and like look around and try and figure out where I am.
The scent of burnt hair is permeating in your vicinity.
No! No!
I can't just like run a hand through my hair.
That's all there.
Touch my beard slowly.
That's mostly there.
Mostly. I don't care about my eyebrows, but
As you're like, oh, okay, it's all here. As you rub your eyebrows and nothing's there.
damn it. Yeah, look around. Where am I?
You look up as you're in a white stone room with a window open that's permeating light from the outside. It looks like the sun is approximately around 10 a.m. in the morning. Hi.
Okay.
As you're
I'll
currently
go to the-
sleeping in a wool cot.
I go to the window, look out, try and figure out whereabouts in town.
You look out, and it looks like the street that was in front of the temple of Hieronymus.
Was it weakest at the Hymen? Sorry, I forgot to write that down.
Say again?
Was it was weakest at the Hymen? I forgot to write it down.
Possibly.
Ah, I would remember that. That's
I think it just meant like midnight or nighttime. If you
Yeah.
want to wait until the full moon and then attack him,
Hymen.
I don't know. You did get hit by pretty hard lightning.
it's like high moon sky or something like that. But I wasn't there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think it was the Hymen. Have I roused?
Yeah, you would have rose at the exact same time as you'd see a very familiar face actually sitting over you right now, currently weaving a doll that looks like its stuffing was ripped.
Is it Yusuf?
No. It's a female, clad in full male armor without a helmet.
Is it Elaine, my mentor?
If you look on the very stoic, soft face of Elaine as she's currently mending a doll.
What happened, Elaine? Why am I here? I don't remember anything.
It looks like you had an incident, my dear. I want you to know that you're not harmed. Everything is fine, but I would not suggest looking in a mirror for some time until you're ready.
Until I'm ready. Okay.
Are you well? Does anything hurt?
Does anything hurt? Am I healed?
They full healed you, both.
No, I feel well.
You see that all your wounds on your arms are wrapped, sterilized and cleaned. Jason, your bruises that you had are already been iced down and already have bandages on them, whatnot.
Is Jason in the room?
No.
No. Where are my companions?
I believe the male, he was taken to the Temple of Hieronymus to be treated by his kind.
I guess I'll go to Rise and say that I need to see them immediately.
Is all well?
All is not well. It seems we've involved ourselves in some dangerous
matters not what danger you inflict on yourself. Just know that Pelor will walk you through all problems as long as you believe in him. You know this.
I wish to speak to you in depth another time about this, but for now, the urgency of the situation demands my presence elsewhere. It's good to see you again, though, and I'll bow low.
She would put her hand on you. Spend time with him. He needs you as much as you need him. She says, like inclining, like looking you in the eyes now, as if it's almost as if you get the moment that you feel like she is sensing your wavering connection with Pelor. As almost instinctively you reach up to just grab your holy symbol.
Yeah, I will. I'll take your guidance to heart. And then I shall depart for the Temple of Hieronymus.
She would smile as she put like a hand on your cheek and then just lean down and kiss you on your forehead and let you do as you will. Over at the Temple of Hieronymus, you're actually surprised as the door swings open rather gruffly as you see a familiar face. He's covered in all different manners of gore and guts and whatnots, but as you see the familiar gray-haired, gruff smile of Felix as he'd walk in there, lay his items just on the wall itself, as he would just pull up a chair and flip it around and just sit down, just looking at you. Boy, what in God's name did you get in this time?
It's been a busy couple of days, Felix.
I can tell. Grave, Harper Scroll.
Yep.
You got a death wish.
I didn't. I was kind of touch my eyebrows. Not so certain now.
Looks good on you.
I'm sure it does. You mentioned the graves. Did you find the head?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, that bitch.
It
He
was
probably mutters under his breath.
It was the headmaster's nephew that actually found it.
Ah. I'll apologize next time I see him.
You should. He was not very happy about that situation.
That boy should see gore once in a while. It toughens him up.
As he would just give a very heavy-handed slap on your back. It's like, and that's why I liked you.
Kind of wince at the slap. Yeah. My friends, do you know where they've gone? I was traveling with 2 elves.
Yeah. I believe that... God, that woman. Elaine's girl, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, she said that they brought her back to her own place. I swear those goody two-shoes have no sense and meaning of being out in the field. Just a waste of time.
I know. And the man? What happened to him? Again, touching my eyebrows.
As you begin to touch your eyebrows, you realize there's a imperfection on your skin, actually, like right over your right eye.
Has he scarred me?
Yes.
I draw my sword and look at my reflection in it.
It looks like a lightning bolt scar.
Oh my god, I'm a wizard. I kind of like look at Felix. You know about this?
I. Oh.
And this suits me. Actually, I kind of take out my like holy symbol and look at that. Like, draw my sword, look at that, and kind of like hold the two up next to each other. So, to be honest, could be a good sign.
Oh, as you say that, he kind of gives off a not a pleased look. He's like, just made me lose 2 gold.
Well, did you think I was gonna freak out or something? You should never gamble against me, Felix. Unless I'm doing anything far from, well, admiring myself. Right,
Oh. I got you something. Just got back on a little bit of a exterminatus at a plague village due east of here.
I kind of like back away. It isn't the plague, is it?
Ah. Everything's a plague to people that want to just complain and moan and want people to get free healing. I swear. If you wanted to get healed, you shouldn't have got sick in the first place. But I saw this when we were going through the areas. Figured it'd be nice for you to have. He says as he reaches back in his pocket as he pulls out this globe that's filled with some type of a liquid that has like different dabs and objects in it. In the very center, it looks to be like a replica of this steel beam across from another steel beam that looks to be arcing over water.
I cock my head at it.
For some reason, you don't know what the actual item is, but what you see, you just say the word bridge for some reason.
I kind of like just look at it in silence for a little bit.
I knew your will itself would enjoy it. He says, giving you another hard pat on the back. Now hurry up and get out of bed as he gets up and walks. We already know you're feeling better. Now you're just wasting space.
Speaking of which, there's a prisoner in the cells. I was trying to get him into the Order, or at least into the temple.
Yeah, we got him. He's being interrogated and investigated on. That male elf that was with you gave us a lot of information, so there's that.
At least it was useful in that regard.
Speaking of which, turns out that the Spire had another activity happen.
Oh?
It's a young, well, not too sure how young. Looks like a short one came out of it, though.
Child?
No. Dwarf.
Oh. Maybe the town has a quota. One dies, it brings in another.
He gives off a shrug, but I pointed him in your group's direction since, as far as I've seen, it only had you and the half-elf.
I can't nod. Where can I find him?
I guess the best place to find anyone's the Emerald Wang.
Well, not so much these days. With you and the dying and all.
Ah, it happens. Lost a dwarf, gained a dwarf.
Not wrong. Thank you, Felix.
Don't forget to make your bed, you bum. As he would walk out.
Yeah, as he closes his door, I'll like just kneel down and start preparing my spells for the day. Not in a great rush at the moment.
as you guys go through both of your morning routines, let's take our second break of the day. So, thank you guys for watching and sitting with backstory, story, almost death. By own teammate. Don't jump in front of any spellcaster casting spells.
I was trying to like rugby tackle him. I was going for his hips, not his hand.
It never ends out well for anyone. But we'll be back soon. It's gonna be about another 10-15 minute break. So sit back. We'll be back soon. Later.
You're looking forward to play?